it's crazy. It's an update, man, on the Kendrick Lamar and Drake controversy, man, that's going on. They saying that your boy Drake, man, he's upset about the Kendrick Lamar situation. Of course, y'all know he had his beef, but they had going back and forth with the songs and stuff. Mostly everyone was saying that Kendrick won. Of course, he didn't want to hear that. Now, Kendrick's going that Wayne. He made a song about Wayne, as a matter of fact. If y'all ain't heard that, check that out. Um, this is what he did. He got a lawsuit out on Kendrick Lamar and his label, saying that the streams that he had surpassed Drake's and it shouldn't have, which means he's saying that it was bots that was doing his streams, that was viewing it, and that's how he got all his streams, through bots. So he's suing the label over that. Not any of the information that he said that was supposed to have been alleged going to Drake, all the weirdo things and things like that he said he was doing, it wasn't over that. He didn't want a lawsuit over that. He wanted a lawsuit over the streams because he felt that Kendrick shouldn't be higher than him. I mean, they got a beef going on. It's going to be views on each side. So, some people say that Kendrick is better lyrically than Drake, So, I mean, that's something that he got to take in consideration and understand. There's going to be fans on both sides. But your boy Drake is actually suing the record label and Kendrick Lamar, man, for what he's saying is alleged fake streams. So he's on a rant about that, man. And your boy Kendrick took shots at Wayne, man. So we're going to see what this plays out to be. I don't know if Kendrick's trolling. He's probably trolling. More views, more streams, more album sales, stuff like that. And they said that, Kendrick was supposed to be having a performance. Drake's going to go on tour the first day of it. So I guess that's another way that Drake's saying that he's going to have a comeback from what Kendrick's been doing, man. How he been doing them. For me, I think they should kill the beat, do a collab, network, and take over the industry, man. Kendrick's with Dr. Dre. Drake is with a Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Birdman is a big dog in the game. They're all big dogs, man. So if they can come together and get this right, they'll take over it, man. Y'all gotta check this one out. Let me know what y'all think, man. Hit the comments. Let's talk about this, man. Hit that subscribe button while y'all edit, man. Subscribe, man. I appreciate all y'all love and support, man, as always, man. And we're gonna keep running this bad boy up, man. And to the next one, man, y'all stay safe, stay blessed, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.
For the second time this week, hip-hop superstar Drake says he's taken Universal Music Group to court. His petition claims UMG knew Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, contained defamatory language about Drake's sex life, but released the song anyway and promoted it illegally.
The petition filed in Texas claims UMG knew Lamar's record contained false language accusing Drake of sex offenses, but chose to release it anyway. It also alleges that UMG made, quote, covert payments to a number of platforms, including radio stations, to play and promote Not Like Us without disclosing those payments to listeners. The legal filing specifically mentions iHeartRadio as one possible recipient of UMG's payments. This latest filing came less than a day after Drake submitted a related petition in New York alleging UMG and Spotify illegally boosted the streaming numbers for Not Like Us.
UMG denies that it illegally promoted Lamar's track, calling the allegations, quote, offensive and untrue. iHeartMedia, which owns iHeartRadio, has declined to comment on the ongoing legal process. CBS News also reached out to Spotify, but we have not.
Totally off guard by Kendrick Lamar dissing him on Squabble Up. He urged everyone not to take his kindness for weakness and to let the giant sleep because nobody really wants what he's given, Kendrick Lamar included.
Fans, we gotta step back for a second and realize that these guys are gonna be throwing shots at each other for the foreseeable future, but we are winning when they're both giving us music. Yes, he dissed Drake a couple times, but he's kind of just gloating about his win, as any rapper would do. This is another thing I got to say to Drake fans. We can't be that sensitive about it, right? You know what I mean? Like, when Drake came off beating Meek all summer 16, like, he was bragging about he's just on that type of mode, right? Like, and people were like, damn, this is the energy we like. I'm going to be honest, if I was him, I would do the same. He sprinkled in enough sneak disses or little jabs at Drake to keep you interested. There was nothing that was too overtly like, oh, I'm only talking about Drake, but that is part of his story. He constantly sprinkled it in there to keep your interest. I'm cool with it.
And I didn't even take what he said about Wayne and Snoop as a diss.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't
neither.
take it that way. I don't think Wayne did too, but I think he still had to respond. But you know, I don't think that should end up as a beef. You know, with Kendrick and Wayne. I kind of feel like the song was dope. He responded to how Wayne, you know, he kind of felt like he wanted Wayne to congratulate him too, because he looked up to Wayne. He used to jam Wayne. You know what I'm saying? But I feel how Wayne felt too. We coming home. This is my home. I'm the best rapper ever come from, you know. So I look at it both sides, man. I just hope it don't end up in nothing negative. But if Wayne did come out with a song and responded, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't look at it as a diss by any means, and I actually heard someone tell a story about how kind of that came about. They said that I want to say it was J-Rock had Wayne in the studio, and they said something like Wayne had hit like knocked 12 singles off for 12 different, or you know, for a handful of different people in one night, and it made Kendrick kind of reevaluate, like, yo, this is how we got to work. You know, this is how hard we got to work. So when he said my hard work let Wayne down, I think he was paying homage to Wayne initially because Wayne gave him a different grind, is from what I heard. So I don't really know how true the story is, but it seemed like a pretty logical reason. I completely understand where this could have been a great opportunity for Wayne to ride off in the sunset, you know, to kind of the stamp on a legendary career, but it didn't happen. But again, at the same time, I mean, I can't recall an artist who's had a bigger year in a while. You know what I mean? A lot of people have put out good music, but who have really kind of controlled 2024, obviously the last half of 2024. What I liked about the album too, and again, and I'm still studying it, but the Nas influence, the Pac influence, the lady he got from the Dodger game, and he put on maybe 6, unless you're kind of a real West Coast head or LA artist, he put on 6 young, if I'm not mistaken, LA guys that, you know, obviously this is going to be their highest stream ever. So he did a lot of things, the Luther sample, and so yeah, I'm really appreciating this body of work as I continue to study it. But I mean, shit, Top put out a statement about, you know, stay out the way right now. This is a dangerous man. And he told me Kendrick's in Mamba mentality right now. I started laughing.
What up, y'all? It's your partner, Big Boy Neighborhood. Happy Tuesday to you. Make sure you are listening live to the neighborhood. Drake. Yes, Drake is suing UMG, Universal Music Group. He said that the numbers, Spotify numbers, streaming numbers, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, he was saying that those numbers are fake. Embarrassing. So he has a lawsuit. We'll speak on that in the neighborhood. And also $1,000 every time you hear that cue to call. That's right, Big Boy's bankroll. It is going down. 8 o'clock hour. We're doubling up on winners. That means more winners winning that $1,000 just in time for the holidays. And of course, Big Boy's Comedy Kings. We got your tickets in the neighborhood to see George Lopez, D.L. Hughley, Al Magical, Eric Blake, and a live performance from Warren G. Your chance to win those tickets happens all morning long as well. So make sure that you're in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood. Embarrassing.
The investigators on Twitter ain't got shit to lose. Let me tell you something. Drake is half white.
Exactly.
Okay?
This is what
Y'all about to
talking
learn.
about.
Drake mama's side of the family is like, oh no, Aubrey. No. This man is out here calling you a pedophile.
Not
Listen,
Aubrey.
there's probably people at Nike. There's probably people at Universal. There's people that got real vested interest in Drake. That is a multi-billion dollar entity.
Yeah.
They're like, you got to protect your name. Fuck all that rap shit. Call your cousin. Call your cousin, who's the lawyer. All right.
But then he just gonna prove Kendrick right.
Who said Kendrick was wrong? Drake knows he's half white.
No, I'm just saying of what Kendrick was just saying, how he don't know his black. Like,
he's not suing.
I'm not saying, like, I can see him suing.
Drake gonna learn the hard way. He should have kept it with Kendrick, because his beef with Universal, them people don't play. They don't play. They will do any and everything. Bruh, if you have a problem with dealing with porn stars, prostitutes, and you singing in hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Oh, the Lord God of me, what is raining. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Hallelujah. You singing in A minor? This nigga is singing in A minor. If you got that problem, you would not put a lawsuit with people who can make a bigger problem and bring all that shit and expose all that shit with you.
Not only do I not care that he used bots, but I knew he did.
Okay. Cool.
What else is there to y'all didn't know that Kendrick used bots?
No, and I
You
didn't
thought
care.
that this was just the first time miraculously that a Drake record ever had more dislikes than likes, or you didn't know that that was bots? Bots, to me, was a part of how you win the war versus Drake.
Yeah, this new age war,
Hey,
yeah.
if you didn't do it, Drake was going to do it.
Probably did.
did.
No, he
Probably
did.
did.
He
Probably
did.
did.
But because he lost in the fashion that he lost in, there seems to be a select crowd out there that continues to not lose gracefully.
Drake took legal action over Kendrick Lamar's song, Not Like Us. Here's what happened. Drake filed 2 court notices threatening legal action against music giants Spotify, iHeartMedia, and Universal Music Group. He accused the companies of defamation and manipulative promotion of Lamar's hit diss track, Not Like Us, in which he called Drake a pedophile. The first petition was filed against UMG, also naming Spotify as a respondent, on November 25th. Drake claims UMG, which distributes Lamar's music and owns Drake's label, used bots and bribes in a, quote, scheme to promote the song, violating the federal RICO Act, which addresses corrupt criminal enterprises. In response to the filing, a UMG spokesperson called the accusation, quote, offensive and untrue. In the second petition filed against UMG on November 26th, naming iHeartRadio as a respondent, Drake threatened a defamation suit. Drake also accused UMG of a, quote, pay-to-play scheme, and said the song was, quote, falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. Drake's attorneys claimed the song was illegally promoted, quote, with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his businesses to drive consumer hysteria and, of course, massive revenues. They argued that the success of Not Like Us, which was recently nominated for 5 Grammy Awards, came at the expense of other artists, in turn economically harming Drake, who is the most streamed rapper in the world. Lamar's song was released after Drake's song, Family Matters, which accused Lamar of domestic abuse. Drake has not filed any lawsuits so far, only pre-action petitions, which are intended to acquire information before a lawsuit.
Legal action against Universal Music Group over the allegation that the company conspired using Spotify and artificial intelligence to inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. The action is doubly surprising because UMG distributes both artists' recordings. In the filing today in Manhattan Court, Drake's Frozen Moments LLC accused UMG, Universal Music Group, of launching an illegal scheme involving bots, payola, and other methods to boost the numbers for Lamar viciously personal song.
Hey, listen, I'm not in the music world. I'm not in the music world. I don't understand the music world like most people do that have invested their lives in the rap beats and understanding of the culture and some of the other things that they're integrated it, in with. So it's hard for me to understand or even explain this to you because I don't know it like that. I don't know it like that.
He
Now,
got
be honest
dissed.
with you.
He said the record didn't do the numbers that it did.
Right.
They
So
inflated the
they
numbers to
using
make the
bots
song
to
seem more
inflate it.
popular than what it
Right.
actually was.
Okay, I got that part.
Drake is the first guy to have 20 songs with at least 1 billion streams.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to say there's a rapper bigger worldwide than Drake.
Right.
Drake, bro, okay, he got one up on you. It happens. You take this kind of measure? Chad, I'm confused. Just let it, bro. He got you. Ocho, you know how guy, we round there, we joning.
Right.
Guy get you. He get on you just right. Hey, ain't nothing you can do. It can't no comeback. He just got, hey, bro, you got me today. Drake, he got you. It's okay, bro. You Drake. Kendrick got one up on you. Not the end of the world, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that he went to this measure.
Yeah, you know what? And obviously, with people like that, with people like Kendrick, people like Drake, with people that are that brilliant when it comes to their mind and how strategic they are and methodical in the way they do things, do you think there is some type of angle behind what he's doing? I'm just curious because They think everything out before they do it. Before there's action. Before there's action, there's a plan to it. Hey, what's up? What's up, Theo?
Teddy bear.
Oh, my bad, Teddy Bear.
Man, I don't get this.
Yeah,
Bro, do you know how much money Drake has made off music? Do you know how big Drake is? He got a
Yeah.
big ass jumbo jet.
Yeah,
I mean, Drake got to be worth $250 million, maybe even more.
Yeah.
And somebody gets one off on you. And it was a good, and look, I like Drake. I like Kendrick Lamar, but Kendrick Lamar got one off on you. Bro, you go to this? Now you're going to make people go buy more of it and go download it more and listen to it more.
Hey, I think he might got something. I think he got something in the chamber, probably, huh? I tell you, you know, everything they do is methodical. There's a plan, and they're very strategic in everything that they do.
Do you know how much it costs to sue somebody? You have no idea. You never sued anybody, have you?
No, I ain't never had to sue nobody. You sued somebody before?
I done been sued.
Damn, who sued you, Unc? Man, I'll whoop
Bro, I spent damn near $1 million on the Brett Favre situation. What the hell you talking about?
Man, that pussy. Oh,
yes.
My bad. My bad. I ain't mean to call him that. My bad.
I spent damn near $1 million on that.
Man, we'll whoop for Favre for that.
Bro, it's a lot, bro.
Man, let's get that money back,
bro. And he filed. So think about the paperwork, and not only because when he filed, we went to one level, and then he appealed it.
Oh, so he being messy.
Man. I just don't. I look, chat. Maybe it's just me, but I don't get it. Sometimes you get you get the bear. I mean the bee. Sometimes you get the honey. Sometimes you get stung. Okay, Drake, you got stung. You didn't get honey this time,
right?
But you go to this. Oh man.
Hey, remember I said it. Remember I said it. Everything they do is strategic. It's methodical.
I ain't spending that kind of money to be strategic. I'm just gonna come out there. Hey, I'm gonna go back in there with my engineers, and I'm gonna get guys. Hey, we need to write something.
You in the booth?
We need to come up. We need to come. I mean, we need to come with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Jay-Z Nas where they go back and forth. Maybe it's a Big and Tupac. They go back and forth. When Cube came out with No Vaseline, that ended it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Hey, that thing.
LL and Mo D was going back and forth.
Back and forth.
That happens. Rap go back and forth. Bro, I'm not suing nobody if I'm in this genre. I don't know. Like I said, maybe hey, I don't know. I don't know.
Listen. I like it. I like both of them. I like both of them.
I do too.
I like Kendrick music. I like Drake music. Well, hell, who the fuck don't I like when you think about it? But I enjoyed the beef. I enjoyed the anticipation. You know what was going to be said. You know, you got to think both of them pen is immaculate. Two totally different type of sounds altogether. What they talk and rap about completely different altogether. You know, but to hear him put that goddamn mind to the pen and to the paper, and that shit was art. You know, some people pick sides. You know, I like Kendrick. Some people like Drake. Man, shit, I just like the artistry behind it, you know, the penmanship, the creativity, the vision in which they, you know, there might have been some exaggerated lies in between, you know, on both sides, whatever it may be. I enjoy the finished product of everything. You know, everybody else, you know, they dissect every little move and every little lyric. I don't really do all that, which is why when it comes to topics of music, all I know the artist itself, and I understand and hear the finished product. And I have an appreciation for that because I understand what goes into that. The work, the time. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like if it came down to it, we talk about battling and talking trash and ethering people. Like Drake and Kendrick, they couldn't even beat me. Like honestly, if you want to meet your match, you know, when it comes to the pen, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, them, man,
I
that boy don't want no part of this.
I thought it was a joke. I thought when I first saw it, I was like, man, ain't suing nobody because the record did.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Prince suing Michael Jackson because he sold more records or vice versa? Bro, he got one up on you, Drake. That's all I can say, bro. He got one up on you. Hey, litigate another day. Hey, if you come out, if you do what you normally do, your record's gonna do 3, 4, 5, 10, gonna be diamond. You're gonna do another billion streams, bro. You good.
Right.
Everybody at some point in time done been got.
Yeah.
You can't always be up. Look, I don't know. That's Ocho.
Yeah.
Man didn't pay.
First of all, I don't care who won, Drake or Kendrick. I don't care who won the battle. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much up to the people, the masses. You know what I'm saying? It's up to them. But I notice what a lot of people have a problem with right now is that Drake is suing. You know, he bringing up legal action. And I kind of understand where Drake coming from. But at the same time, I don't. You know, a lot of people feel like Kendrick doubled down a lot on accusing Drake of being a pedo. And a lot of people feel like that was bringing a certain amount of, you know, just criminal charges against him. You know what I'm saying? You know, he doubled down on it. And at the same time, a lot of people say, well, Drake did the same thing with him and saying that, you know, he was a woman beater and, you know, and things of that nature. You know, he said a lot of things too, criminally, that would, you know, would want to make somebody investigate Kendrick. People feel that way too.
You know what I'm saying? The streets is the streets. This is industry. Niggas want to bring their lawyers to motherfucking battles, man. Don't bring your lawyer, man. Bring your gat or bring your clique, man. Straight up. So it's a big difference.
You sound like you got some personal experience with it.
Personally, I got sued 3 times from bitch ass niggas. 3 times. They not ghetto celebrities, you telling. You're not a ghetto celebrity, you telling. Straight up. And then you know who you are. You sued me.
Listen, the moral of the story is Drake lost. And he didn't necessarily lose because he was whack. The ending is always the people. When Kendrick dropped Like That, we was on Drake hand. Then Drake drops Push-Ups and we like, okay, all right, Drake. Then Drake comes back with Tailor Made. With the artificial intelligence, I'ma tell you something, Drake. That AI Tupac gassed you up. Pac sent it right back. How you spell Pac starts with a P. You know what else starts with a P?
Pyru? I found out Drake has an op that none of us know. That is a huge rapper that we all think is his friend. I found that out like 2 days ago. I won't even drop the name. I would like, because I need to do more digging on that. It just seems, I mean, some of y'all have guessed it. Like, is he and him cool? But we're like, no, they got big records together. No, that nigga hates him too. I'm like, what? What? How come everybody hate him? No, it's not Savage. It's not Savage.
Someone yelled out Kendrick. It seems like nowadays people want to build Kendrick.
Nobody yelled out Kendrick. You just heard that in your head.
Here's what's funny about you and Kendrick Lamar. It's like people forget you had him on Take Care. So it's almost like it's very foreshadowing. You know, he ended up making a great record, Good Kid, Mad City. And then now he takes a competitive stance with a verse like Control. And then you said that, you know, he's not murdering you in any platform. But, you know, that's where that rivalry, that's where people want to try to build. That's if you want to try to build a rivalry. Like, what's your take on that?
He's like, you know, he is the underdog that's extremely hungry, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing his thing. And that verse was, he's giving people like moments, you know, like that verse was a moment to talk about. Are you listening to it now at this point in time? Okay. And then, but it was real cool for like, you know, a couple weeks. But like, if I asked you, for example, like, how does that verse start?
No, do you remember?
No, and like, now mind you, it'll go on in Complex and Rap Radar, give it like verse of the millennium and all that shit or whatever. But like, I'm just saying.